The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he was almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
And this is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30.
Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
From the 27,
Burrow.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Over the middle, complete.
It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert finding Williams once more, complete.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. It's Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for L.A. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert now. Eluding the pressure, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Burrow on play action. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right to Mixon on the check down. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 37. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
11, Thomas.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They go play action with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Burrow will throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield.
Touchdown, Bengals! C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Andre Roberts now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Herbert on first down now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jalen Guyton,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack going to stop him short of the 1st down. They snap it to Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the deep, try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
11 Thomas. 12. Check 26, check 26.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And shedding a man at the 40. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down in midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From midfield now, Burrow. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. And that's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got a man open, it's Chase. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And down he goes. A covered sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Turnover that just got them the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a 1-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You can give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's a give to Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Mixon. They juked him. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Escaping the pressure right.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Third and long, it's Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 22. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 7.
135 yards rushing for him now. This all day long. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. Out of the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Herbert off of play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Herbert throwing again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.